When we talk about change, we only look at two elements. The first is carrot, second is stick. Carrot and stick, carrot or stick. If you want to change your kid, you either give him a reward or you give him a punishment. That's the only two things we are accustomed to over all these years. If somebody does wrong in the office, somebody does not perform to his potential in our team, what do? Either you may tend to threaten him. I don't know the culture in your organization, but I have been in organizations wherein obviously if the person has not been performing well, beyond a point you will say that this just may be the last month for you. What's that? That's more like a stick. And what really is the carrot in an organization? You may be able to promise some bonuses, you may be able to promise some rewards, right? Mahesh, these are two elements we normally look at for change, carrot or stick. या थप्पड़ मारो या प्यार करो, और क्या कर सकते हो? अब थप्पड़ भी नहीं मारना, प्यार भी नहीं करना, क्या कर सकते हो? Motivation, yes, but how? Right, you're getting closer. I am reminded of a small story which I read in one of the books. So this is a teacher and how she was able to transform a particular student in the class. So there was a student who always used to come late to the class. And I'm not talking about grown-up kids, I'm talking about a youngster, about 10, 11 years old. Always used to come late to the class. She tried everything. What is everything? She tried the carrot or the stick methodology. That didn't work. I mean, she punished that kid. She offered him some chocolates or whatnot, that if you come on time, I'll give you a chocolate. Everything tried. That didn't work. There's a third element. I want you to get used to this third element. The third element is kind of there when you said Rajiv, but this third element is known as changing the environment. Changing the environment. So what did that teacher do? The teacher came to know that the boy is really fond of bean bags. All of you know what a bean bag is? So now this again I'm talking about an American school, will not be applicable for an Indian school, but this is a real story. So the teacher came to know that the student is really fond of bean bags. And he was apparently always a backbencher. Right, Tyagiji? Always a backbencher. So what she did was, there were, let's say, 2 columns in the classroom. She put a bean bag the next morning right in the center of the classroom. Neither at the back nor in the front. And the bean bag was empty. So when the student walked in late, he just happened to ask from the teacher, Miss, what really is this bean bag? She says, any student who comes early or who's the first one to enter the class has an opportunity to occupy that bean bag. Now, this is a kid who's never come in on time to school. What happened the next day? He was the first person to arrive in the class. And he was a backbencher, but he sat right there in the middle. The next morning, the teacher kind of moved the beanbag slightly forward. The kid didn't mind. He still wanted to come. He still wanted to be the first kid in the morning, and he occupied the beanbag. After 3 days, the beanbag was right there, the front bencher, and the kid was sitting on the beanbag. So in about 3-4 days, she was able to transform that kid, not because of the carrot or stick, but because she understood the aspect of the change of environment. Can we change the environment to bring about a change in others?